And we're going to begin this half hour with that Biggest Loser bombshell. Researchers revealing that a majority of season 8's contestants regained some of that weight they worked so hard to lose. It's all part of a new diet study first reported in the New York Times. The winner of that season is going to join us in just a moment. Danny Cahill and Dr. Ashton is here as well. But first, ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with the story. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Robin. Even bigger than the big reveals we've come to expect on extreme weight loss shows is this new research that takes a look at what happens after the after pictures and how biology may actually play a bigger role than willpower when it comes to keeping the weight off.
We are inundated with weight loss before and after pictures and reality TV shows where overweight contestants end their seasons quite literally half the man or woman they used to be. Yeah! But now a new study says if you're one of the many who regains weight after losing it, your body may be to blame. In a recent study, a group of scientists followed 14 of the 16 contestants from one season of The Biggest Loser, monitoring them for the 6 years after the show. They found that all but one of them gained the weight back. According to the study, while the contestants all had normal metabolisms for their size at the start of filming, years after it was over, their metabolisms continued to slow down, a mechanism the body uses to return to its original weight. Further compounding the problem, researchers found the contestants had plummeting levels of leptin, a hormone thought to help control hunger, which left them constantly feeling hungry.
After you lose weight, your body's metabolic rate will slow down. The number of calories that your body requires is going to decrease, and that's going to make it difficult for you to keep the weight off.
I've got my life back. I mean, I feel like $1,000,000.
Difficult for people like season 8's winner Danny Cahill, 430 pounds before the show, 191 pounds after, but gained nearly 100 pounds back after he returned to work. And Dina Mercado, 248 pounds before the show, down to 173.5 pounds, now back to almost 206 pounds. The study found her metabolic rate now burns almost 438 fewer calories per day than would be expected for a woman her size.
Joining us now, The Biggest Loser season 8 winner Danny Cahill and ABC News senior medical contributor Dr. Jennifer Ashton. Thank you both. Danny, so good to meet you. We heard in Lindsay's piece after you won and you said that you got your life back and you felt like $1,000,000. What happened after that?
You know, I did feel like $1,000,000. After that, for a couple of years, I kept the weight off completely, but I wondered why others were gaining it back. But what I didn't realize was I was working out 2 hours a day, riding my bike all over town to go where I was going. I was exercising 3 or 4 times as much as a normal person. And once that stopped, the weight started creeping back on.
And so when you hear this study, how do you process that information?
Well, number one, it's great because a lot of the shame that is on our shoulders.
Right.
I mean, when you gain weight back, even when you're in school, it's shameful. When you're in front of America, then it's 10 times as shameful. And so many people that I've talked to, including myself, when we found this out, we were like, all right, some of it's not our fault. You know, I mean, we can't be victim to it, but it is our responsibility, but some of it has to do with this science.
Yeah, and sitting here with you as somebody, you were just recently, Jen, board certified in obesity medicine. It's not just about contestants like Danny on The Biggest Loser. This study affects everyone trying to lose weight.
Especially in the obesity medicine world. So this is something that has been known in the medical and scientific community for almost 20 years, Robin. And it's a concept called metabolic adaptation, or some people call it the defense of fatness. Let me show you what I mean. If you take 2 individuals, both weighing 200 pounds, one is at their ideal weight, one has lost 20 pounds to get to 200, which is an incredible success in the weight loss world. The person who's lost weight at 200 pounds has a slower metabolism, they burn fewer calories, they are hungrier and less full than a person at the same weight. Now, to be clear, there are some successes, but the majority of people who have lost significant weight at the 2-year mark fail to keep it off. They regain that weight. And this does not mean that they are failures. As Danny said, this is medical and scientific reality.
But how do you hear this information, Jen, and not get discouraged?
Well, I think by turning it into a positive, because we know that there are multiple factors that goes into the conditions of overweight and obesity. This is a complex problem. The gold standard now in the world of obesity medicine is kind of a pyramid. And if you look at the bottom, no question, behavioral modification, diet, exercise. Then you go to FDA-approved weight loss medications because we need to treat this as a chronic illness. And then at the top of that is bariatric surgery. And it's about using all these tools in your arsenal and incorporating incorporating the psychological and emotional factors as well.